Chainsaw Man manga, which tells about Denji's conflict with the devils, is indeed in demand by many people because of the excitement of the story. Chainsaw Man has become one of the fans' favorite series after the manga was released in 2018. Created by Tatsuki Fujimoto, this series has successfully sold up to 5.2 million copies worldwide in 2021. The second part of the story is also loved by many. This series contains interesting characters that encourage the excitement of the story and keep the readers entertained. And in this video, we will discuss the 10 most popular characters in Chainsaw Man. But before we start this video, please smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and click notification bell, or you will miss future anime videos. Quanxi is a world-class demon hunter from China. She is a human hybrid who can become a devil. She fused with the crossbow demon. Quanxi is one of the most interesting characters in the Chainsaw Man series because she is always indifferent and emotionless. Quanxi is also one of the strongest and very frightening fighters on the battlefield. She's also not a person who likes unnecessary bloodshed if not for some urgency. Instead, Quanxi took others down, or made a bargain to keep them alive so she could quickly kill her target and get out of there. Himeno is a demon hunter who works under Makima. She is a fairly laid-back character. Although she acts more like a friend to the new recruits, she knows when to get serious about her job. Even though she seemed cheerful most of the time, it was quite clear that she had a gloomy outlook on the world. She was rarely seen without her cigarette and even forced Aki to smoke like it was no big deal. She said demon hunters generally don't live long enough to experience an adverse side effect from their smoking habit. Himeno also adheres to the idea that the only successful demon hunters are those who are completely insane. One of the most memorable scenes is when she gets drunk and offers to kiss Denji, but instead vomits in his mouth because she is too drunk. Angel Devil is a running contradiction in the Chainsaw Man series. He may be a demon, but he is a manifestation of people's fear of angels. Unlike other characters of his kind, he is able to coexist with humans but also still believes that every human must die a painful way. He seems to have changed his perspective throughout the Chainsaw Man series, as he became a source of emotional support for several people. He also dislikes fighting and appears to be lazy most of the time, since he can shorten people's lives just by touching them. Angel is often hesitant to use his powers and apologizes to his victims first. Many people say that dogs are man's best friend, and although Pochita is no ordinary dog, his loyalty to Denji proves that the ancient sentiment is true. Pochita is a chainsaw demon who fused with Denji's heart after the zombie demon attacked them. Pochita hates the rest of humanity, but it loves Denji because he saved his life. Pochita always likes to listen to Denji's ideals and wants to help him to pursue them. At the end of Chainsaw Man Part 1, Pochita tells Denji that their dream was to be hugged by someone, after recalling the memories held by Denji the moment after they met. Kobeni used to work under Makima as a demon hunter but resigned after the trauma fighting the dark demons in hell. Demon hunting is not for the faint of heart, and Kobeni realizes that this dangerous job is not for her. He experiences destruction under pressure and fear in the presence of her enemies. Kobeni is willing to sacrifice Denji if it can save her life, and often makes outrageous accusations about everyone around him when Kobeni is panicking. However, Kobeni had a few moments of courage in the Chainsaw Man series where she proved she could keep her cool. Reze is one of the most interesting villains in the Chainsaw Man series. She is the bomb devil hybrid who acts as an agent for the Soviet Union. At first, she seems like a quirky neighbor type, but that all inspires Reze to get closer to Denji and gather information for the weapon demon. She is an accomplished manipulator and would rather play with people's souls than physically hurt them. Since she is from the Soviet Union, Reze had to undergo brutal military training since childhood, and was trained on how to extract information from people. As a bomb demon hybrid, she possesses some of the most powerful abilities in the Chainsaw Man series and can detonate herself by pulling the pins on her choker to transform into her demon form. Aki is a demon hunter in Makima's squad. He is one of the protagonists in the Chainsaw Man series, and fans appreciate his presence in the series. He is a wise man amidst Denji and Power's antics. Aki tries to make himself look separate from others to protect himself. Nonetheless, it was quite clear how much he cared about others, and how far he would go to save someone in danger. Himeno says that he is a normal person, unlike most other demon hunters who suppress their emotions after experiencing so many defeats. His main goal in this series is to defeat the weapon demon and avenge his family. Denji is the protagonist of the Chainsaw Man series, but he's not like the main cast of other shonen manga. He has no dream of saving the world. Instead, Denji wants simple things like a place to live, food, and a girlfriend. Denji becomes a demon hunter for the Yakuza organization after meeting Pochita so he can try to pay off his father's debt. He was attacked by the zombie demon and died, but Pochita fused with his heart to bring him back to life. Denji knows he's not the smartest person in the story, but he's a smart enough guy who can get through any situation with his wits. He is one of the simplest protagonists, so he will become a more popular character once the anime released. After debuting in Chapter 4, Power quickly became one of the most popular and beloved characters in the Chainsaw Man series. She was a blood fiend, but she worked for the Makima army. She is very eccentric and has quite a touching friendship with Denji. Power has a childish demeanor and personality that is distasteful to most people, but it's hard for others not to like Power once they get to know him. Power only fights when she is sure that she will win. Otherwise, Power will immediately run away and leave the mess for someone else to solve. Power also likes to brag about herself and claims that she has a super high IQ that ranges from 500 to 1000. Makima is the main antagonist of the Chainsaw Man series. She is a high-ranking demon hunter who keeps her true identity as a control devil a secret for most of the series stories. She is the one who causes every conflict in the series. Makima has the goal of destroying Denji's soul so that she will completely transform into a chainsaw devil and submit to him. She was a huge fan of Chainsaw Man and dubbed him the hero of hell. She thought her ability to make mankind forget the demons after eating them would help humanity to live in peace without fear or death. Since she was a control devil, it was always impossible for her to have a healthy relationship. She just wanted to stand on an equal footing with someone and form a meaningful connection. Well, those are the 10 most popular Chainsaw Man characters according to fans. What do you think?